All right, welcome back to the DNA show. Today is Wednesday, October 18th, and Justin Herbert is not as clutch as the media makes him out to be.
Justin Herbert sucked.
He,
Before
he
before we get into that, I'm one up on you on the year.
yeah, Ashton did win he won the picks this week. He won by two. Thanks for nothing, Justin Herbert. But
Dak Prescott, my savior.
yeah, he won by two. He's up by one on the year. We have to actually like come up with a punishment for whoever loses at the end of the year, what they have to do. We'll think of something by next,
Next,
maybe.
well, I mean, we have a few ideas, but
The front
let,
runner right now is eat a whole pizza and then do all the NFL combine drills,
yeah,
which would be very funny if either of us
that
did
would
it.
yeah, and we'll post it on YouTube and everything.
Maybe a live stream. Maybe a live stream.
Live stream, and a YouTube content. So
Yeah,
we're ready.
that'd be very funny if either of us did that. I kind of want to think of something else though.
Dude, I would
Email.
throw up everywhere. I actually want to do it.
Nah, you can
I
or you
think
can
I
do it.
think
You
we
can
should,
do it separately on your own, and we'll still be.
I think we should all track our combine numbers and see who has the best numbers.
You ought to have the best numbers.
Not just me and you. I'm talking about it like all our friends and everything.
Uh,
I still think I would
well,
have close to the best numbers, but
I think so too. Oh, actually, while we're talking about these, just this random stuff, how many times could you tackle if you were given 50 chances
50.
in an Oklahoma drill? It don't got to be 50. Pick a number.
Well, who is it for?
Could you tackle Derrick Henry in an Oklahoma drill?
Okay, so I actually when this came up, uh, a guy named Jack Settleman, he runs Snapback Sports on Snapchat. He's a big Snapchat sports thing. You know that page I always show you on everything when we're together. He's that guy. And he has a podcast with Marlon Humphrey, the safety for the Ravens. And he had dang, I can't remember what his name was. It was another player, another NFL player, and he called Derrick Henry and he showed him. And this guy's pretty much me. He might be a little bit skinnier than I am. He's probably a little bit taller than I am. And Derrick Henry said that out of 100, he couldn't tackle him at all. He said he would need 250 to maybe get one.
That's so insane. A regular sub that's a health warning for a regular civilian.
Yeah, I gotta find that clip and send it to you though, because I mean, he answered the lifelong or his career long question was, "Do you think you could tackle Derrick Henry in Oklahoma drill?" Hey, y'all,
No,
let us know
there's
if you want to see me and Drake pad up and go Oklahoma drill.
how many times did you tackle me in Oklahoma drill?
How many tries did I get?
Out of we'll say 20. I'll be very out of breath by the fourth try, but
Yeah, I bet I could get 8, but they would all be after the fourth trip.
8 out of 25.
Out of 25, oh, I'm going
What'd I say?
11, 20.
Oh, that's crazy. Over
I'd
half.
probably go 11. Yeah, y'all let us know if y'all want us to pad up and we can get some O line, D line one on ones going. We can get some wide
Yeah,
receiver DB
I'm not
one
in
on
that
ones
JUCO
going.
shape anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But uh before we get into talking about Justin Herbert and how much he sucks, Phillies are rocking.
Yeah, 10 to
They
nothing at the time of this, right? 10 nothing still.
I
Has it gone?
believe so.
Has it gone final?
Let's see.
Schwarber
Yep,
with
final
two.
10-0. Their first
Schwarber,
3 hits of the ball game were all home runs.
yeah, Schwarber with two bombs tonight. He's finally
Yep.
kicking it back up.
And then yeah, so it
It's a red
was
October.
Trey Turner. Trey Turner hit one in the bottom of the first.
Whole lot of
But
red.
the Phillies and the Rangers both seem unstoppable. This is going to be
Yeah,
if it still looks like this is going to be the best World Series we've seen in so long.
and that's going to be a great uniform matchup. Their uniforms
Yes,
are
dude.
so sick.
Yeah. Do you like their City Connect ones?
The Rangers
They
or the
kind of like
Phillies?
the Rangers.
I don't
Have you seen them?
know.
They kind of look like the Detroit Tigers
Yeah, okay, yeah,
jerseys to
I
me.
have seen them. Yeah, they do
Yeah,
look like that.
yeah, but I like them. They look
Yeah,
nice.
City Connect jerseys are sick.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Justin Herbert.
The Justin Herbert.
And
You know how I feel about him.
he, I'm going to be unbiased here. I really am, and I expect you to be too. He he did not play a great game. Missed
Right.
two touchdown throws, easy touchdown throws, and that which first of all they gave up 0 sacks all night until that last drive,
Yes,
and their
correct.
O line sucks. So it's not like he wasn't having time the whole game to get rid of the ball and get it. And Keenan Allen, I don't know what he had to have close to 200 yards, if not over 200 yards. And that very last play of the game, I think it was a third down. I don't think it was fourth down. I think it was third down. And when he threw that pick, he didn't have to throw that ball. Just that was a terrible decision to make, right? I mean,
Keenan Allen had 85.
85 yards.
Yeah.
God dang, it feels like he had like 50 catches.
Yeah, dude. It was I thought he had 3 touchdowns, even though they only scored two.
That is
But
insane.
yeah, he went 7 for 85, 1 touchdown.
I feel like every catch he caught was at least 15-yard gain.
Yeah. I
Oh well,
mean, close.
Mandela effect, I guess.
Yeah, that's not what that is, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah,
CeeDee Lamb
Brandon.
went off. CeeDee Lamb showed who he was after what's his name said that he wasn't a wide receiver one. Who said that?
I didn't see that, but yeah, he did go crazy. I think he had like 8 catches for 119 yards,
7 for 117.
7 for 117. Did he have a touchdown?
No.
No. Brandon Cook actually had a touchdown though. I forgot he was
Boy,
even on the Cowboys.
that boy Brandon Cooks. I had him on my fantasy team. He needed to score 20 points and he scored 13.
He will probably never eclipse 20 in the rest of his career. He is washed and old. Actually, I
Yeah,
don't think he's that. I think he's still under 30, which is kind of crazy to me. I think he's only like 28 years old.
was
I feel like he's been in the league for 15 years.
he is 30. He just turned 30.
You know, you want to know something
September
crazy?
25th.
Hold
So
on, I gotta fact check this real quick.
I
I
will
think
say, go
oh
ahead.
never mind. I was wrong.
I will say the Chargers D line is so insane. They have I saw it last night. They had 26 in the past 4 games. So where they played um the Raiders, the who else did they play? The
The Chargers,
Raiders, the Chargers. They played the Raiders, the
Dolphins,
Dolphins, Titans, and
Titans.
Vikings. Um, that's not 13.
Khalil
I don't know
Mack
how
has
many they really had, but they
Khalil
had
Mack has
26.
Khalil Mack has 5 or 6 sacks in the last 2 games, which is crazy.
Oh,
He
Khalil Mack had like 8 in 1 game.
he had 4 last week against the Raiders, and tied the he's tied for first after that one game with 4 sacks last week. Yeah, so Justin, I mean, they had every chance to win that game. It wasn't ever like the Cowboys just ran away with it. And Brandon Staley should be fired and never be allowed to be head coach again after that 4th and 1 call. You could have kicked a field goal and tied it when made it 10-10, and which that was a good throw by Herbert. It should have been called for a touchdown, but still a bad call. I mean, and they end up losing by 3. So that just shows you, just goes to show you how NFL take your
Yeah,
points.
dude.
Why would you not take your points there?
If it works, we don't say that. If it works, we don't say he should have kicked the field goal. So
Yeah, he's been bailed out. He's been bailed out all year with his stupid calls, and now it came back to bite him. So
Justin
I
Herbert's
don't
really not
know.
playing that good this year either. So
That was a big win for the Cowboys though after that embarrassment last week. So
we'll get
they
to another well, we can kind of piggyback off this and go to another, I'll say decent. I'll say decent. Or overhyped, we'll say. Because that works for you, correct?
if you're about to talk about Mahomes, I don't think
He's overhyped. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if
He's really
overhyped is the word. He's
he's
still good.
really yeah.
He's not looked like Patrick Mahomes
Yeah,
in
but
these last
the
two
Chiefs
games.
haven't looked like the Chiefs. It's
Yeah,
been
I agree. And I mean, obviously, they don't have the weapons that they've had in the past. I mean, Kadarius Toney has stepped it up since that week 1 horrible game, but he
yeah, it's bad.
threw against the Jets threw 2 picks, should have been 3. Against the Broncos threw 1 pick, should have been 2. And the Broncos defense is so bad. I don't know how they let them hang around in that game. I think the final score was 19-8, and
Yeah, I believe so.
Mahomes is just like his accuracy is gone, and he's gonna like they'll be a top 2, 3 seed in the AFC no matter what. They'll win their division solely because of him and Travis Kelsey. But yeah, he's not.
He already has 5 interceptions this year. So
Yeah, I mean that's so crazy to me. Was Eric Bieniemy that good of an
he
OC? That
has a 68% completion rate though. So it's not
I
just
mean that's
terrible.
average.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
That's
no,
I would say it's a little. I think 63 is probably average.
he's a great quarterback. No, there's no getting around that. He's one of the
They
best of
put
all time.
Blaine Gabbert in.
Yeah,
They
they need to
let
get Blake
Blaine
Gabbert.
Gabbert do his
Yeah,
stuff, dude.
I just don't get it. The Dolphins beat the Broncos by 50, and everyone's saying, "Oh, it's the Broncos, chill out." But
Yeah,
then
the
the Chiefs
Broncos
beat
suck. Yeah,
Chiefs beat the Broncos by what's that 9 points, and then it's like,
yeah,
oh, Travis Kelsey's and Mahomes are the greatest combo of all time. I don't get it.
yeah. Also, while we're talking about greatest combos of all time, isn't it crazy how when Patrick Mahomes won his MVP, it was about Patrick Mahomes, but now that Tua Tagovailoa is on uh MVP pace, and it's because of Tyreek and Jalen Waddle and uh Achan and Mostert. Patrick
Upsets me,
Mahomes had Tyreek and Kelsey. So,
fires me up.
get off my soapbox for a little bit, but
Who leads the league in pass yards, yards per attempt, QBR, touchdowns? I think.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, literally,
he's tied in first for touchdown.
literally everything. I don't know. And Stephen A. went on today saying how uh Tua just dumps it off 2 yards to Tyreek, and Tyreek does all the work. And while he was saying that, there was a clip of Tyreek throwing a 50-yard bomb. I mean, Tua throwing a 50-yard bomb to Tyreek. So I had
Yeah,
a lot of
well,
respect for
I
Stephen A.
think Tua's probably thrown 4 balls under 10 yards to Tyreek, like
Yeah,
in the air.
Unk tripping, Unk tripping.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. So Tyreek Hill's almost or Tyreek Hill's 150 yards above first place or above second place in receiving yards.
Yeah, I mean he's doing his. I mean, if a guy's open, why not throw it to him? And people say like Tyreek does all the work. Well, why would you be stupid not to use Tyreek?
Correct.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's well here the Chiefs never used him as how the Dolphins are using him. The Chiefs used
exactly.
him as a speed wideout. We use him as a utility like uh motion man and shift man and all that. So
Like you have
yeah,
to
when
game plan. You have to game plan for Tyreek, and then that's kind of going against my point here. But when defenses have to
well,
game plan around Tyreek, that opens up the offense for everyone else.
yeah, and we'll let me ask you this. So I guess teams, or I say I guess teams don't know how to stop it. I mean, the Bills stopped it, but it wasn't a good game. It wasn't like the Bills just shut down the offense because they didn't.
Yeah, we didn't lose
But
because of our offense.
yeah, their defensive line held their ground, which is exactly what they needed to do. But it's not like anybody can stop it. What do you think you would do to stop Miami Dolphins offense? And also, being a Miami Dolphins fan right now is so fun.
It's sweet.
I love it. They're so
I,
fun to watch.
I hope I hope that we're saying that after Sunday night because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous when we
Oh
go
yeah,
into Philadelphia.
Julio Jones just signed with the Eagles too.
Nah, I ain't worried about him. Washed. He probably will not play. I don't know why they signed him next year. They have a great receiver room. I don't know why they needed him, but
You can
teach
never
his
have
own, I
too.
guess.
You can never have too many, man. You know.
Yeah. I don't know why you go out and get a 34-year-old doing. I don't know. Julio Jones, one of the greatest of all time, but he's not Falcons Julio anymore.
No, definitely not. No.
But yeah, the Eagles, they which going back, I should have stuck with my guns, picked the Jets. I
I
wanted to pick
tried
the
to
Jets.
tell you, buddy.
That would have made us tied, and
Yep.
now I might have to eat a whole pizza and do combine drills because of that.
Wide receiver combine drills. You got to
Set a
catch the ball.
reminder for me to always stick to my gut.
Got you.
All right, so oh yeah, the Eagles tough loss to the Jets, very embarrassing loss to the Jets, but
Imagine getting played by. Imagine getting outplayed by Zach Wilson.
The Jets might be good.
Hmm. Jets defense is really good.
They're really good. Yeah, they're really good.
All the offense has to do is score. That's
Yeah.
it.
Well,
If they can score twice in a game, they'll beat most people.
Jalen Hurts looked very bad. He looked so defeated on the sideline. I think he threw three picks, which yeah, three picks.
Dude, it's something when you play the Jets, man. It just makes you want to throw picks.
And
What's his name? Josh
Josh
Allen
Allen,
threw three picks. I mean, they were all to Gordon Whitehead, but he threw
had
three of them.
AJ Brown is kind of a crybaby too. I don't know if you've noticed that. He's kind of annoying when he doesn't
Well,
like.
it's an Ole Miss thing.
I guess so. Yeah, that
Hotty
makes
toddy.
sense. But
DK Metcalf is too. So
when he doesn't get the ball or it's a bad ball thrown to him, I cannot play with somebody like that. He literally just he's like yelling at Jalen Hurts and like on the sideline, just like
yeah, he
whining.
shuts
Like
down.
I don't
AJ
understand.
Brown's actually second in receiving yards right now.
Really in the league,
Yep.
that's
He's
crazy.
150 behind Tyreek, but
Yeah,
he's 50 above Stephon Diggs and almost 100 above Puka Nacua.
that's crazy. I did not know that.
Yep. He's
And
lighting them up, dude. Them Eagles can do their thing. DeAndre Swift is fifth in rushing yard.
yeah, he's doing his thing. I'm happy for him.
Achan Achan is third, and he's had one less game than everybody else.
He's had two less games. He didn't even play week
Yeah.
one
Well, he had
or
four
two.
carries week one. He had seven carries week one and two combined.
Oh, okay, I didn't think he played week one. But yeah, it's
He did. I mean, he lit up the Broncos and then just took off running. So
gonna be tough not having him. We got a tough schedule coming up,
yeah.
but it'll
But
be exciting. We're gonna find out if the Dolphins are for real or not.
also, my man Jalen Phillips looked terrible.
Yeah, he shouldn't
He
have played.
he should not have played. He didn't look hurt, but he looked bad.
Yeah, he shouldn't have played. We shouldn't
He
have, we
should.
should
Which it might be good. It might be a filler game. It might be getting the nerves out again because he hadn't played in 2 weeks.
that's true.
Uh, and then next week he lights it up. But
Yeah, we
yeah,
shouldn't have played him. Yeah, in our defense, if we if we go down 14-0 against the Eagles, I will be scared. If we went 14-0 down 14-0 against the Panthers, I wasn't worried. But
yeah,
if we go down two scores to the Eagles in the first quarter, I might just turn the game off.
dude, it's crazy that nobody cared. Like the whole team was just like, okay, let's go out there and
I
have
know,
fun.
and I mean I mean if you're going to do that, the Panthers are the team to do it against, I guess. But
Yeah, maybe the
we
Dolphins just need to do that. They just need to go ahead and give everybody a 14-0 lead and then
yeah,
come back. Mike
actually,
White ruined his perfect passer rating, but
yeah, he
he
only
also
throws
has
touchdowns.
I was about to say he has two throws for two
Yeah, he
touchdowns.
only throws touchdowns, even if it is to the other team.
But to the Panthers of all teams. But
Yeah, that was not your shining moment there, Mike White.
I didn't even see it.
I saw it,
But
and it
I
was
got the
bad.
notification.
Yeah, it
I
was
got the
bad.
notification and I was like, yeah, there it is.
But yeah, and we didn't even talk about the 49ers losing to the Browns. That
Yes.
Brock Purdy without Christian McCaffrey and Debo Samuel is Andy Dalton.
Wait a minute. Brock Purdy did what he needed to do. The Browns defense is like
They are
top
good.
three in the league.
I
And
think
he
they're number one.
that well yeah. That last drive was exactly what he needed to do. He got him into scoring range and uh they couldn't stop it. So or they couldn't
Yeah,
make the
but
field goal, sorry.
when you're, I'll name the Browns starters on offense. PJ Walker, XFL legend. Jerome Ford. No one knew who that was until Nick Chubb got hurt. Who else do they
Dog.
have? Who?
He's a dog though.
He is a dog. They had a. There's another guy that was out. I thought maybe that was just it, but
Well, they
still,
have
PJ
Hunt
Walker,
too. They have Kareem Hunt also.
Kareem Hunt, yeah, but who did score a touchdown?
Yep.
I don't know. When I
Donovan
said
People
this weekend,
Jones,
when I
dog.
said this weekend would be boring, I was so wrong.
We're so wrong.
This weekend of football, college and NFL, if you're not a football fan, what do you
You know,
do
you,
with your weekends?
you know who's the most underrated defensive player in the league?
No, I don't know.
I can't really say his name. JOK for the Browns. Jeremiah I can't say his name.
Yeah,
You
don't
gotta
even.
look.
I don't know who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
He's number 6 on the defense. That dude is like he's athletic.
He must
He
be very
knows
underrated because I've never heard of him.
he is very underrated. He came out of Notre Dame. He's been in the league for about 3 years though. But he's nasty. You need to read up on him.
I don't think you knew who this guy was until this past Sunday, if I'm being honest with you.
You're right. But but this past Sunday maybe he was underrated. But I had to look up who he was.
Oh, my. You know ball,
Yeah, you
apparently,
know,
allegedly.
allegedly. But so now let's get into there are 5-1 teams left. It is the Lions, the Dolphins, the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
We are going to rank them from best to worst, just top five because it's going to be a little bit quicker. And see who is the best team in the league right now.
All right. We'll start. You got your, you know who number five is?
I do know who my number five is.
We're probably going to have the same exact list, I feel like.
I don't know if we'll have the same exact one.
All right. I think our number
But
five's best.
the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh,
Yeah. So it feels wrong. Is yours the Lions?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, it feels wrong to put the Lions below the Kansas City Chiefs, even though it was a week 1 loss. Week
And
one,
Charles
anything
Kelsey
can happen.
and Chris Jones didn't play.
Yeah. Well, who cares? The Lions. Dan Campbell is my second favorite coach in the NFL. So
Yeah.
now they're number 4.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs are number 5. I don't think they have that wow factor they did last year. I think anything can still happen, but I don't believe they're going to go all the way this year.
Okay. My
So
number
you're number.
four, my fourth ranked 5-1 team in the NFL is the Eagles.
Hmm.
They have not they have not wowed me yet this year. They've played close with some pretty mediocre teams, and they lost to the Jets. So they beat the they beat the Bucks. Pull it up for me. I know they
So
beat the
I
Bucks,
know, yeah, they beat the Bucks. They beat
the
the
Vikings.
yes, which was not a good win.
Yeah, that's a
They beat,
mediocre
they
team.
beat the Pats, the Vikings, the Bucks, the Commanders, and the Rams.
Okay, yeah, five
They
not
almost
very good teams.
Commanders. They went to overtime with the Commanders.
Yeah, so and that was in Philadelphia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, the Eagles. I mean, they kind of did the same thing last year. They played a bunch of teams that weren't very good, and I feel like they were winning more convincingly last year. And Jalen Hurts does not look like Jalen Hurts. So he doesn't look like Super Bowl quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, which they have won. Like they beat the Pats by 5. They beat the Vikings by 6. They beat the Bucks by 14. They beat the Commanders by 3, and then the Rams by 9. So
Yeah, I
not
don't.
convincing wins.
They're not. And you can say that about all these teams on this list, honestly. But the Eagles just don't. They don't look like the powerhouse that they were last year, in my opinion, in my
Yeah,
unbiased.
well, my number 4 are the Lions. So I mean, I think that I would still take the Eagles over the Lions. I mean, Eagles offensive line and defense is just too. It's insane. It's you don't have to have a runner up MVP quarterback for them to look good. But
Right.
you know, number 3 for me is the Eagles for the same reasons that you just stated.
All right. My number three is now the Chiefs. Yeah, look, I feel like Mahomes is regressing throughout the year so far. I
You don't think
can't,
he's getting better?
I don't think so. Not after. I mean, they killed the Bears. That was Taylor Swift's first game watching them, but that's the Bears. And then they went to New York, played the Jets.
That was the pre confidence for Jalen Hurts. I mean, Justin Field Bears.
Yeah, yeah, right. So, yeah, he didn't look good against the Jets. He didn't look good against the Broncos. Not, we're not saying he didn't look good. He didn't look like Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
He didn't
He,
look like what should be the greatest quarterback of all time.
and it's a completely different offense, no offensive coordinator. I get that,
Yeah.
but they don't look they look beatable this year. It's,
I think he's trying to make too many big plays. Like he's trusted so long. Like he's trying to trust his feet more and more this year. And I don't think he should. I think he should be more of a system quarterback, I guess you could say, where that's his last resort. That's not his first go to.
yeah, he looks human now, and
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey's still the best tight end in the NFL, still looking great. But what is Mahomes without Kelsey?
Okay. Okay. I have a problem with that. Okay. Travis Kelsey, I will say he's the best receiving tight end in the league. I wouldn't say he's the best tight end in the league.
That's all tight ends do in the NFL,
Have you watched the 49ers play? Have you
dude.
watched George Kittle
They don't.
just demolish ends and linebackers
All right,
and block for his quarterback?
what are his blocking stats?
I'll look up his blocking
No
stats.
one, you don't, no one tracks that.
There is blocking stats.
No, there's not.
Oh, there might not be.
I've been offensive lineman my whole life. I would know if there's blocking stats.
You play JUCO, dude. They don't have any blocking stats for that.
Nobody does blocking stats, and don't take shots at JUCO.
You play King of JUCO, dude.
King of JUCO, retired.
Shout out King of JUCO, Eric Sim.
Yeah, he
If you
sucks
don't
though.
know Eric Sim, look him up. He's hilarious.
No, he's not. Anyways, yeah, Travis Kelsey is by far the best tight end in the league. I don't. It's not close.
All
He's
right,
insane.
you can say
He's still insane. But yeah, Mahomes is not.
he's just an oversized receiver.
Mahomes is human anymore. I mean, he is human now.
Yeah. Well, okay. So number 2 for me is actually the Miami Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah, Miami Dolphins are a good team. They're the most fun team we have been able to watch since we've been alive. Um, but they're not. Their defense isn't where it should be with the new hires and the bringing, which we brought Bradley Chubb in last year, but like bringing Bradley Chubb in, Jalen Ramsey hasn't played, but still bringing him in, the new defense coordinator Vic Fangio, everybody. This defense should be so much better than it is. Now, granted, we haven't really given up a whole lot of points besides to the Bills, where we gave up 45. But if we can get those defensive struggles figured out, we're hands down best team in the league. We're the
Yeah.
team to beat.
Yeah. I think our offense is our defense. If we can score more points than the other team,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
we'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
football works.
If we could just score every drive, will win
Yeah,
because
yeah. If we score more
our
points,
defense can make our defense can make one stop. That's
if we
all
score
they're
more
good for.
points than the other team, then we'll win for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
in my unbiased opinion.
yeah. In your unbiased opinion, unbiased Miami Dolphins opinion.
My number two team is the 49ers. And this is completely unbiased. I if you're gonna put blame Ashton. He's the most biased person in the world.
I put the Dolphins number two.
No, but besides this, yeah, the Niners,
Okay, name one biased opinion I've had.
brother, Josh Dobbs, top 10.
How was that bias? I'm
You
not a
you
Cardinals
claim you
fan.
love Josh Dobbs all the time, and you put him top
I
10
do
and
love Josh
you don't
Dobbs.
even
I
put
do
Josh.
love Josh Dobbs, but that's not because I'm biased.
You didn't put. Yes, it is. I guarantee you're the only person in the history of
Dude,
sports
look,
to
he
put
is
Josh
not top.
Dobbs in the
He is
top
not
10.
top 10. He is not top 10 now. Okay.
But even when you
He
said that,
was.
even
He
when you said
was.
that,
He was
no, 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 no,
when
no, no,
I
no, no.
said
You
that.
no, no, no. And you
But
not putting Herbert top 10 was crazy too at that point in time.
dude, what did he do? He was 0-2 when we did that. He didn't have a win.
He's still top 10.
Dude, I'm not putting Justin Herbert 0-2 Justin Herbert over 1-2 of Josh Dobbs.
I'm
Or
pretty sure they were
what
one and
did
two.
they
I'm pretty sure they were 1 and 2 at that point.
okay, whoever or whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I'm
Josh
not a
Dobbs
Herbert
was a
fan.
better quarterback. Josh Dobbs was a better quarterback. He might have not thrown for more yards, but Justin Herbert has better weapons. Josh Dobbs had a better quarterback rating. He probably still does. He probably still has a better quarterback rating.
Probably still does, but no. If you ask
You go
10
be
people,
quarterback. You go be quarterback for the Cardinals and see if everybody says you're the worst quarterback in the NFL.
okay,
And then you go be quarterback for the Dolphins and see if everybody says that you're the best quarterback in the NFL. Or no, better yet, the 49ers.
it's
And
I can, it's
see
a
if
good thing
everybody
about an
says that
NFL
you're the best
quarterback.
quarterback. Dude,
Josh Dobbs.
if you were on if Josh Dobbs was on the Cardinals or on the 49ers, he would be in the running for best quarterback this year.
I will do a random poll, and I will see if I will ask if Ashton's biased. I guarantee it's 100% yes, 0% no.
It won't be 0% because I'm hitting
It will
no.
be. It will be.
No, I'm no. Dude, you put Josh Dobbs on the four. Listen to me while I say this. You put Josh Dobbs on the 49ers, okay? He's in the conversation for top three quarterback this year. He's probably in the MVP voting. He is. I'm not lying.
Oh my God, MVP
Okay, everybody
voting.
says, bro. Everybody says that Brock Purdy's a top 10 quarterback.
He's good. He is.
The same Brock Purdy that threw the ball backwards at Iowa State. The
Don't matter
same dude
about
that
no
the
college.
same dude that his junior year he threw more picks than touchdowns.
It don't matter about college. Josh Dobbs was good in college.
Yeah, he's good in NFL. He's got a bad
Tim
team.
Tebow was good in college.
He's got a bad offense.
Jamarcus Russell was good in college.
Demarcus Russell was bigger and stronger than everybody in college. That doesn't count.
Biggest bust of
Anyways,
all
okay.
time.
Okay, so my number one is the 49ers. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
The
I mean, that's fair.
49ers have
That's fair.
yeah, the 49ers have, in my opinion, okay,
Okay.
a top three defense.
Okay.
If not one, then two, because I like the Browns defense a lot also. And sneakily the Chargers defense, if their secondary could just get some
Yeah.
help. Um, so yeah, the defense is probably number two. Um, they Christian McCaffrey is hurt, but I mean he's Christian McCaffrey. You can't say that he sucks at any moment of time.
Agreed.
But when he was hurt a lot, I remember you saying that he's bad, by the way.
I said that.
Yes, you did.
Well,
Anyways, but so I think that they have all the weapons to be the team to beat, and they are the team to beat, and the
I agree.
Browns beat them. So
I agree.
go ahead.
They're a
Now
great team.
tell me why you think the Dolphins are number one.
The Dolphins are literally unstoppable right now. No one is stopping that offense. They now that we
The
have
Eagles did it. No, I'm sorry.
I mean they did. Well,
No, they didn't.
I,
I mean, they did. They did because they only let us score 20. Right.
they
I keep
stopped
saying
us.
us. I
They
keep saying us
stopped
like I was on the team.
they
But
stopped the Dolphins enough to win the game.
yeah, but Dolphins only scored 20, so that's pretty hard to do with a Jeff Hardy offense like the Dolphins have.
Yeah, and Tua's finally getting in the swing of things, making some great throws. Um,
I think
yeah,
he's I think
I mean,
he's scared of the Bills, if I'm being honest.
Stats will back that up.
I think he's scared of the Bills, and I don't know why. But
I don't know. It's tough to go into Buffalo for one and win.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. And I think this is to his second year of being an elite quarter or not. I don't know if I'll say elite yet, but a great good quarterback. This is
When
his
you're
second
when you're
year.
when you're first or tied for first for almost every important category, I think you can say elite.
Well, when do you become elite though? Is it? I feel like that's over a few years you become elite. Like
I think if he wins one playoff game this year, he's elite.
okay,
I
I can
think
agree with that.
because Dak Prescott just won his first one,
Yeah,
and
I can.
he was
Well,
elite before he even won one.
who is calling him elite?
Everybody was calling him elite.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
the Dolphins are. I mean,
Skip Bayless.
that offense is insane, and this is unbiased. I'm kind of like
Yeah,
middle lost for words.
I mean, I get you. Yeah, offense, number one offense in the
In
NFL.
the history of football,
Well, in the history of football,
with the
yeah.
most yards and points per game to the first 6 games in the history of any offensive football.
Tua has the most yards through the first 6 games of any season in NFL history. Also,
He's on pace for over 5,000
or
yards.
no, that was not him. That was the Dolphins' history. He
He's
just
on
broke Dan
pace.
Marino's.
He's on pace to
Thing.
set the NFL record for passing yards, and Tyreek's on pace to shatter the receiving yards record.
Shatter.
So I don't know. Yeah, shatter, but it's by at least 200 something yards.
I think it's only about 100, but still, and he has an extra game to do it.
Well, he's on pace to break it in the same game as
Calvin
As
Johnson
Calvin
is
Johnson did.
Calvin Johnson is insane.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson is biting his fingernails every time Dolphins play.
But also, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Don't worry about
Yeah, we'll keep thinking of a punishment to do for the loser of the picks. We're not dead set on the pizza and combine drills, although it will be very funny.
it.
We're
I
very.
think we'll still do it, even if that's not our thing.
I'm not doing that like as a volunteer thing.
I say we both do it. First
I'm
one to
not
throw
doing
up loses.
it as a volunteer thing. You would throw
I
up
think
first though.
I would throw up for.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah,
I don't throw up, dude.
you. Okay, yeah, I think you would throw up first.
Okay. Well, you want
Yeah,
to put
we're
money
open to
on that?
suggestions. We're open to suggestions. I don't want to do that. I'd rather us do something else. That was kind of like a
Anything else?
off the dome thing that Ashton came up with. But yeah, good episode. Good ball talk.
I you know, Josh Dobbs, top 10 quarterback, buddy.
All right, that's a good time to. It's a good way to end the episode here. All right,
Peace out.
peace.